Okay, top 6, Phil Heath. Top 6. Who do you got in the open class?
Let's go. In no particular order, definitely got the big 3. You got Brandon Curry. You got William Bonac. You've got Rulli. You've got Josh. And I know I'm missing a couple other guys.
Cedric.
Oh, Cedric's doing it. Okay, so you got to throw him in. He's won it before. And then there's one more.
Bieki, Kuklo.
Throw me a couple more names.
Bieki, Kuklo.
Oh, so Kuklo and Bieki are doing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Between those 2 guys, that's going to be like one of those 2 guys, not both, are going to make the top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. One of those 2 guys is going to emerge because Bieki has always been the guy that, like, incredible shape, this and that. However, hasn't yet put it together. Cedric, I definitely feel like has an opportunity to shock a lot of people. Obviously, Arnold loves that physique.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he guys, obviously my honest opinion is that I feel like he could get a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
Bonac, obviously, I mean, he really doesn't have very many weaknesses. I would always say if Bonac was 2 inches taller, he would be a major threat to everybody as far as like the Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of dense muscle, which is going to carry him to the top, I think. He's the reigning champion, so you got to give him his credit. I have seen pictures of Brandon Curry. I think he looks great. His legs have come up a little bit. I've only seen him from the front. I haven't seen him from behind. So
I've seen him from the back, Phil. I've seen pictures at 4 weeks out, and he has made some very, very big improvements that he needed to make in those back shots.
But are we talking about the back shots, or are we talking about the legs?
We're talking about everything. More detail in the back, the glutes, the hamstrings, the calves. There's more going on because that posterior chain from the rear, that was his weakness.
So I haven't seen those. So here's what I want everybody to start doing. Take a picture of their favorite athlete. Use your thumb. Put that thumb over their top half. Look at the legs. Now switch that. It's as simple as that. You can take a photo, use your phone, put the thumb on it. Now you look at it. Now if they're 2 different bodybuilders, then they're not complete. They're not symmetrical. They're not balanced. Usually what ends up happening with a lot of guys is that they're not going to be balanced. So what does that mean? You literally have to you got to split it in halves and say, okay, does this belong on the same person? And if it does, then it is easier to look at, right? So that's not directed toward Brandon or anyone else. That's just how I usually critique things when I see it online. I saw the video of Rulli. I definitely went online and I said my piece about that.
Yeah, what's your opinion on that when you saw Rulli Winkler, this video that was just released? Is he in shape or is he what's going on there?
My opinion, see, my thought of conditioning far exceeds anyone that's around.
Yeah.
Like, I look at a lot of these guys and I would say, yeah, you're gonna have to pull it together. You're probably like no one's really seen me like 3 weeks out or 2 weeks out. So I know how I get. So a lot of viewers may say like, so what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we don't understand. What I'm saying is that I would be concerned. That doesn't mean that he can't put it together, but I would be definitely concerned. I'm not going to sit here and say that the video is messed up. It's a video. It's freaking video. I mean, shit looks bad on me on video sometimes.
Right.
I do know this. He's not small. No. He's definitely packed a punch, and I definitely think that he has enough time to pull it together.
You do.
I do because I mean he's a pro.
Okay.
And if he doesn't, we're all going to see it. Yeah. I think the only thing that I've noticed with Rulli is that the Arnold Classic sometimes after doing the Olympia and the other shows, he's like last year, he didn't win probably because he needed 2 more weeks of dieting. And then he comes back a couple of weeks later. I think he did the Australia show.
It was Prague after the Olympia. Arnold Australia was after the Arnold last year.
So did he do a show after the Arnold last year?
Yeah, he did the Arnold Australia and he dropped 15 pounds and it all came off his waist and it looked amazing.
And he won, right?
Yeah, he beat Bonac and Dexter, who beat him at the Arnold.
That's what I'm getting at. So like I think like sometimes he needs 2 more weeks. But you know, I don't live with him. I don't train with him. Mm-hmm. You know, I see Bonac repeating because he's been the most consistent.
Yeah.
It's a 1-day contest, and I think a lot of fans have to recognize that the Olympia is a 2-day show. So sometimes, even for me, like I've been able to bring different versions for Friday and Saturday night. Whereas a 1-day show, you can just pick the version you want and just go for it. Mm-hmm. I definitely think it's out of those 3 guys. Brandon, Rulli, and William. I think William is going to lead the pack with the conditioning and the fullness. You can't beat the guy's density at his height. I think it's just fucking ridiculous. It just is. I've stood next to him. I think it's awesome. I think Rulli's going to have the crowd going from Olympia just because of the whole People's Champ stuff. It'll all depend on. I know you guys are laughing.
Yeah, that People's Champ is. I don't know what's going on with that one.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I definitely think that those two guys control the crowd a little bit better.
Yeah.
The Arnold Classic, depending on the fans, I don't know how many fans are attending. I don't know any of that. But all I can say is that's your top three. I think Brandon could move up to top two and battle it out. He's just going to have to. To me, Brandon has to show that he has that innermost fat, like gone, like peeled. Like I haven't seen that yet, and that's just me.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Oh, you're ripped," and it's like, I posted a picture yesterday, and you guys saw what fucking ripped looks like. Ain't no one close to that shit. So when I say someone's ripped, it's like that. Like it's got to be like inside out shredded to get my certain respect as far as like you're fucking peeled. Like that's the barometer, and I think we all could agree. What I just showed you yesterday from 9 years ago, we ain't seeing that. That doesn't mean that we can't see that. I'm just wait.
Sorry, is that the picture you posted yesterday on your Instagram of the 2010 Arnold Classic?
Yep.
Yeah. You should have won that one.
So that's another level, right? But that's the level that they got to go for. That's the level that you have to say that you're a front runner, to say that you're lights out. It's got to look like that. You have to have a showing that just punches the. And I didn't even win that show.
No.
So it's like you have to have that type of fuck you, dream killer. Fucking, I'm here to get everybody on your side to make you be the next champion. So, I think Cedric can disrupt a lot. I think even Kuklo can too. It's just who really brings it on that day. It's a one-day show. We know how it goes, guys. Someone out of that top six is gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. Do you think it could be Josh?
What's that?
Do you think it could be Josh because he's been out for 18 months and he's come back? I think he's going to come back a lot bigger and a lot thicker.
I don't even think he needs to be bigger or thicker. I think he needs to be on. That's it.
Yeah.
He has enough muscle. So for him to be bigger for who? He's not going against Ramy. Like he's going against guys that he's going to be bigger than. He has to be round. That's it. He just has to be round and tight. He has to be dry because Bonek is going to come in dry. He's going to come in ripped.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of match him on that. But you got to be round because Bonek is round. So I think there's a chance. Josh could really be the dark horse in this whole group. I think a lot of people are forgetting about Josh. He's fucking dangerous. So I saw him beat Bonek at San Marino
1 second.
years ago.
Yeah, got it.
Oh, what have I done?
1 second.
Sorry, I've lost you there. How do I do it?
Oh,
Sorry.
I said...
1 second.
Just 1 second.
Carry on talking. Sorry, I've something clicked up and I've accidentally took you off the screen, Phil, there. So we're back in 5 seconds.
Is it gone? No.
Oh, there he is.
you go.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
All right.
And remember...
Sorry.
Amateurs, Phil. Amateurs.
It's okay. It's okay.
And Giles, remember you got...
I've got only 25% left.
Okay. And remember, Giles, you got slapped almost by Lee Haney when you argued for Phil Heath to win 2010.
I was in the press row at the 2010 Olympia, Phil. And when you got announced second, I protested. And I turned around and Lee Haney was like, no, Jay should have won. And I was like, I turned around and, it was, I got told off by Lee Haney for saying that,
at the end of the day, I look at it like this. Everybody has their own opinion. I think we should all weigh it the same. I mean, hell, like I have my own opinion about stuff and I get fucking bashed for having an opinion no different than some fan that doesn't know shit about bodybuilding. I think at the end of the day, we're all going to have our favorite type of physique. We're going to try to analyze it a certain way. I think we can agree to disagree on a lot of things and do it in a gentleman fashion. I've been able to do that, and I hope everybody can do the same. Even what I'm saying about these incredible athletes, I think they're all fucking awesome. I know more about their physique than some of them know themselves because I study all of them.
Yeah.
And that's to let all those guys know you've got a few days left. Don't do anything fucking stupid. Just stick to the game plan. Trust your coach. Trust yourself. Get some rest. And may the best man win. But, of course, you're going to have to go out there and fight. Everybody, this is a fight. And you know, the Arnold Classic, I look at it like this. If I was doing that show, I'd tell everybody, you better pack your fucking lunch. Now we've got a lot of nice guys on this stage. I'm a nice dude, but everybody likes to love and hate my ass. So who's going to have to emerge as that person if they want to be a killer? And you got to go out there and get it. You got to let the world know that who the fuck you are. And if you ain't ready to do that, shit, maybe I should have done the fucking show.